Hi, and welcome to Cosmic Consciousness with Cassia. On this channel, we discuss all aspects of the ascension process. I have a variety of services that I offer to assist in your awakening journey, and you can find those listed in the description box below. We're going to be talking about the 1111 portal today. This is happening on November 11th, 2020. And this is an incredibly special portal every year, but especially this year, right? Because we have this energy linking back to the incredibly powerful 444 portal that we had back on April 4th, 2020. And there are a couple different reasons why I'm feeling this energy linking together. The first being that if we add up the ones in 1111, we have 4 ones, and we are in the year 2020, which is a 4 year. So that adds up to 4-4. And we also have the final conjunction of Jupiter and Pluto happening the day after. Jupiter and Pluto are actually conjunct during this portal, but they reach that exact conjunction the day after. And any of you who have followed this channel or who do follow these portals in general, even if you haven't been following this channel in particular or my original channel, Intuitive Insights, will remember that 444 portal, right? It was so powerful. This was when the next wave of light workers were activated, and all of us already well into this ascension journey received a higher level of activation. And so this is that next level activation that we are experiencing on 1111, right? 1111 is the universal activation code. It is the awakening code. This is an incredibly powerful combination of numbers, and this is a powerful energetic gateway that we are actually already in. This energetic gateway began on 11/1, the 1st of November. And from 11/1 to 11/11, we have 11 days, right? So it's like that warm-up period. And we have been receiving little mini activations, I believe already, that are culminating in another major activation on 11/11. Those of you who did take part will remember that there was an incredibly powerful mass meditation on the 444 portal, and there will be other mass meditations on 11/11. So I would recommend, even if you don't tap into a specific one, right, like just meditate and intend to connect, right, to connect with whoever is working for the light, with those benevolent beings, with those benevolent humans, right, who are meditating for the advancement of humanity, for the freeing of and the liberation of humanity, and just join in that energy on 11/11, because it is going to be so incredibly powerful. I'm feeling this activation as a major activation that is then paving the way for the incredibly potent activation that we are going to be receiving on the 21st of December, when we have the official anchoring in of the age of Aquarius, when Saturn and Jupiter are exactly conjunct at 0 degrees of Aquarius. All right, we're building up to that energy, and this is like a major stepping stone to get us ready for that. We had all that time between April and now to integrate the energies of that first activation, right? And any of you who followed Intuitive Insights will possibly have seen the video that I did on the 3 conjunctions of Jupiter and Pluto, and the way that those helped us to integrate and were different integration points for the energies of that activation, right? And so we are nearing the final stretch of that. We are going to have that final integration piece, that final meeting of Jupiter and Pluto in the sky the day following the 11/11 portal. And so this, and as I said, they will already both be at 22 degrees during this 11/11 portal. So it's pretty intense. I believe it's 22 degrees. They may be meeting at 24 degrees. When I go, there's so many astrological events that I'm trying to keep track of right now that sometimes I get a little mixed up. So I'm going to look at this and double check. I have not done that final video yet. Yeah, 22 degrees. Yeah. And which is also interesting, if we added just 11 and 11 instead of all the ones, that would equal 22. And so this is another key number, is the 22. This has been another repeating number. Numbers have incredible meaning, you guys, right? And what is the 2, right? It's balance. That is the number one thing that's coming through right now as far as all of and there's so many energies that go with these numbers. It's the balancing, the integration. And so we're being activated and integrating. It's so intense. It's so powerful. It's so beautiful. 1111 is the universal activation code. And we are going to be seeing, similar to the 444 portal, another wave of people activated, right? And another deeper level of activation. It's like wave upon wave upon wave. More people are being drawn more fully into this ascension process, right? All of humanity is in this process in one phase or another, but it's like a deeper level of it and an awareness of it that more people are beginning to realize. More people are going to be waking up on this day. And so, the energy of it is just so beautiful. The 1111, right? This is also a call for light workers to step more deeply into their purpose. Those of us who know who we are and why we're here are being called to really take action on that, right? This is an action-packed, it's hard to speak about one event without speaking about the others. And I am going to be doing videos on each separate thing, right? But we have also the new moon coming up on the 14th, on the day that Mars begins moving direct again, right? All of these events happening right in a chain from the 11th all the way to the 14th, and this energy building until the 11th and then culminating in these events, right? It's just going to be hitting us one after the other. And it is all about waking us up. It's about empowering us. It's about us stepping fully into our power and into our purpose, right? The 1111 is all about ambition. It's about new beginnings, right? It's about initiating. And so we are being asked to be those initiators, to be that light in the world. As more and more people awaken, they are going to need that light, right? We are being called to be that light in the darkness. There is a lot of darkness being exposed. And as people are awakened, as we all understand who've been through this process and continue to go through this process, the first step in that is that dark night of the soul, right? And so for some people, this is going to be a beautiful experience. For some people, it's going to be a plunge into that. And you can already feel people being pulled into that. This month especially, the energies have been so intense. All through October, we were purging, right? And now the energy is building momentum. We are gaining more light. We purged all of that darkness, and that left us open for the light that is coming in this month of October. But everybody is going to be in a different place with that. So those people who are plunged into that dark night of the soul, those people who are in that place of despair that precedes enlightenment, right? We are here to show them the way, to be that example, to be that light. And so we have to stand firmly in our light, no matter what. This gateway is so magnetic and so powerful and so full of potent manifestation energy, okay? Our thoughts are so powerful right now, and they're always powerful, but they are magnified intensely during this gateway, which actually started on the 1st, as we said, and continues to culminate. And on the 11th, they are going to be astronomically powerful. That's why I say taking part in a mass meditation, if you feel that you are moved to do so. Some people are wary of mass meditations because of the other energies that sometimes cling on and feed onto those. But we can do this in a safe way. If you want to take part in a mass meditation, cleanse and ask your guides, right, to cleanse and protect your energetic space, and cleanse your energetic space again afterwards, right? But I personally do not feel that there is anything scary or negative about taking part in a mass meditation, but you don't have to do it when everybody else is doing it. Do it when it feels good to you. Go with your instinct. Go with your intuition. But above all, the meditation is going to be so powerful because our thoughts are so powerful right now. And so I wanted to get this video out sooner rather than later, because I want people to be aware of how powerful your thoughts are right now, and how you are literally creating the reality that you are going to experience right now. Right? You're always creating it. But right now, the energy that you put out with your thoughts, with your beliefs, with your actions, with your vibration right now is like intensified 1,000-fold. And what you are projecting will be coming back to you very quickly. What we're going to see is people who are focused in the trajectory that they would like to go, whose thoughts and beliefs and words and actions are focused on a path of abundance, will be receiving incredible abundance, incredible opportunities. It's like a spiritual payday. And I don't mean that I mean that in a good way, right? Like everything, all of those blessings will be magnetized to us. If our thoughts, our words, our beliefs, our actions are attracting something that is not abundance, that is going to come in very quickly as well. And so this is going to be really helpful no matter where we're at, because we are going to see direct evidence of our vibration, of our thoughts, of our truth. And then we will have the opportunity to change that if the feedback that we're getting from the universe is not what we would like. But those of us who understand energy, those of us who understand the power of our minds, the power of our thoughts, have a responsibility. And I'm not trying to say that to put this on anyone in like a heavy kind of way, but it is what it is, right? Once we understand that, we have a responsibility to choose our thoughts wisely, to choose our vibration wisely, to be like the gardener who's plucking all the weeds out of the garden, making sure that it gets enough sun, right? Making sure that the seeds are watered. Like, it is our responsibility to do that. There is so much going on in the world right now, and I feel from the bottom of my heart, and I've experienced this myself at moments, these times when even those of us who consider ourselves to be pretty cognizant of what's going on and pretty connected are almost beginning to doubt ourselves, because there is so much darkness being reflected back to us, right? But we don't dim our light. When we see that, we shine it even more brightly. It is so important to remember right now that there is only light, okay? There is only light. What is darkness? Darkness is the absence of light. Darkness does not exist in and of itself. It exists when the light is taken away. And so when we shine light on that darkness disappears. It becomes enveloped by the light. It becomes the light, essentially, okay? So I hate talking in terms of winning and losing, but the light will always win. It can always win because it is all that truly is. The light is all that truly exists. So live this, know this in the core of your being, and don't fall prey to fears. Don't fall prey to, there's a lot of negativity being thrown around right now, right? There are a lot of people who are really scared, who are really triggered, who are really traumatized. And there is a lot of evidence. That's why we have to learn to look past the illusion, right? To look past what we're being shown on the surface to what exists deeper. All right? I was shown, and I talked about this in the daily reading that I did today as well, when I was asking about the energies of the 1111 portal, the word chess came to mind. And it's this idea that this is a chess game right now. And we may not understand the strategy. We may not understand all the moves that are being made, but we can trust that those moves are being made strategically for the highest and best outcome. Our job isn't to understand every little nuance of that game, right? Our job is simply to hold the light, to hold the vision, to hold the truth, and to radiate that truth outward to whoever is ready and willing to hear it and to see it. And more people are going to become ready and willing to see this and to experience truth with this 1111 portal, at this illumination portal is what it feels like, really. And so around this time frame, we may see more truth coming out. We may see more things being revealed, right? Like, this awakening is going to look like a whole bunch of different things, but I absolutely guarantee that it is for the highest and best. And the energy is just so exciting. I actually had to start the beginning of this video like 8 times, because as I was tapping into the energy of this portal, so much energy was rushing through me. Like, honestly, right now, even as I'm filming this, I feel a little bit out of my body. I feel like I'm not quite fully, it's really difficult to explain, but the energy of it is coming through, and it is so absolutely intense and so beautiful. This is a game changer, this portal, for the world right now. And so we really want to harness and utilize that power and think about what it is that we are collectively wanting to manifest, right? Because everyone's thoughts are so powerful, and there are so many frightened thoughts right now, right? There are so many people in fear, in darkness. We have to hold enough light to overshadow that darkness, right? To heal, to transmute all of that. And that sounds like a big task and a tall order, but we are absolutely capable of that, right? The more darkness we've been able to transmute, the more light we are able to hold. And I guarantee you are able to hold more light than you realize. And you may come to realize it on this day. I'm telling you, like, I don't even know exactly what this is going to be, but it is going to be intense. It's like when I first started thinking about the 1111 portal, the words I remember kept coming to mind, right? This is the portal that helps us to remember the truth of who we are. Those who had no idea are getting a glimpse of that. And those who thought they knew are getting an even deeper glimpse of that. And I'm telling you, who you really are is so much more incredible than anything that you can possibly imagine. All right, and so I'm going to, what are we going to do? We're going to pull some Secret Language of Light cards. Clear. And see what these cards have to say. What guidance do we have for the 444 portal? Or sorry, see? For the 1111 portal. What guidance do we have for the 1111 portal? The more awakened we are and the more deeply we have stepped into our power, the more light we can hold, and the more powerful our thoughts and our words and our intent is, right? So even if there are a lot of people who are still in this lower vibrational energy right now, this energy of fear, this energy of uncertainty, this energy of doubt, right? Yes, their beliefs and their thoughts are magnified, but because our thoughts, as we step more deeply into our spiritual journey, gain more power, our thoughts are magnified far more. And so that's what I mean about us being able to really utilize this and to enhance and support the trajectory of this ascension and the positive timeline that we have shifted onto. We have shifted out of the darkest timelines and into much lighter timelines. And so we have an opportunity to really, what's the word that I'm looking for here? To really tap into that and establish that in our trajectory on those lighter and brighter timelines right now, if we come together. And so the first card that came out was Inner Voice. And so this is all about intuition. This is that connection that we're building right now, the connection with our own souls, right? With our higher selves, with Source. And this inner voice is going to be speaking so loudly to us if we are ready to listen during this portal. It's like the volume's going to be turned up on the dial. It's like that inner voice is sometimes a whisper, and we've probably been noticing this already, how that voice has been getting louder and louder and louder. And there are times now where there's really no difference between that voice and our voice, because we are merging that completely with our soul self. And so I really, really love that energy. And it's about listening to that inner voice. Whatever it is that that inner voice is telling you, whatever it is that that inner voice, I want to hold this up again for people. Whatever it is that that inner voice is saying to you, right? Pay attention to that. Listen to that, right? This is the portal of synchronicities, of being tapped into the flow, right? 1111 is the first number that many people see because it is that activation, that awakening code, when they begin their spiritual journey. And then it just evolves from there, right? So this is like heightened synchronicities, really paying attention to that, really paying attention to all the different ways that your inner voice is trying to speak to you right now. And then we have soulmating. So that's interesting that that's coming out. And so this is how we learn, right? We learn about ourselves. We reach levels of enlightenment through our relationships and what they teach us about ourselves. And so I'm really feeling this energy though right now as this energy of people coming together, people who have a divine mission coming together. This is that activation. Like 1111 is also a number that people associate with twin flame energy, right? And so I'm feeling that, I'm feeling that energy, but I'm feeling it really more as that inner union energy, right? We've been working towards that inner union energy, and I'm feeling that coming through very so strongly. I'm feeling us calling in people, calling in soulmates. I'm feeling this card right now not as just like romantic soulmates. And I apologize if you guys hear the noise outside. I ordered a new mic. It's not here yet, so we're doing this a cappella, and my laptop may be picking up other things. So sorry if that's distracting, but getting right back. Yes, this soulmating energy. We are calling in our soulmates, our soul tribe, right? Soulmates can be many, many different things, and I'm not feeling this as strictly a romantic kind of energy right now. The way I'm feeling this card is more as the energy of those people whose frequency matches ours, right? In all the different ways, all of the people that are being called into our lives, that are here for this next phase, this next leg of our journey. I feel as though, I listen to your inner voice. Your inner voice is going to recognize those people when you meet them, right? Those people who are there to help you to evolve, to help assist in your soul mission, in your soul purpose. Those people are being attracted more and more strongly to us right now. And so that is what I'm feeling more than anything. Like, yes, we are working closer and closer toward union, twin flame union in all kinds of different ways, right? That inner union energy, and really that peace coming together though is what I'm feeling. That inner union and all of the different types of, I feel like there are people who have been in a place where they've been trying to understand, this is interesting, the different types of soulmates that they have in their lives, right? Because we have a lot of different types of soulmates and we call them by a lot of different names, right? There's different labels for different types. And so people are really trying to understand that. And so it's like, listen to your inner voice when it comes to the relationships in your life and the meaning that those have for you. Like, only you know the meaning. Like, get rid of the labels. Every relationship teaches us something. Everything mirrors something back to us about the truth of what's in our hearts, right? Everything teaches us. We learn from everything. We grow from everything. That's so strongly coming through here. And so it's like, throw out those labels. Stop worrying about that. Look at what it is. What am I gaining from this, right? And we gain something from every interaction that we have, from every relationship that we have, from every type of soulmate that we have, right? Every single type. So what is it that I've learned? What is it that I've gained? And then this is going to be kind of like a critical time I'm feeling, where people are going to be understanding that and then deciding, like, is this soulmate relationship one that is meant to carry on, or one that is meant to end? And if it's one that has lived out its purpose, that has run its course, then it's time to release that so that the more of that energy can come in that is ready to come in. That's the message as far as that goes right now. Is listen to your inner voice and what it's telling you when it comes to that. Don't listen to anyone else. Only you know the answers to that. Then we have whispers. We have whispers and we have divine feminine. All right? And so Yeah, the whispers, this really leads into the inner voice, right? The inner voice and how that is growing ever stronger, right? And the interesting. Okay. Yeah. I feel like this is also whispers of, I feel past life energy calling here. Yeah. I feel as though this is another integration point of more of that past energy as well. As more of those, it's like the fragments of the soul coming and piecing together, which is really interesting. Which is, yeah, really, really interesting. As we become more unified, as we become more whole. Yeah, and I don't know, this is... It is what it is. That whatever comes through is what comes through. I'm feeling like some people are hearing the whispers of their divine feminine. Whether this is our inner feminine that is whispering to us, or whether this is an outer representation of that energy, that like you're feeling that energy that coming in, that energy is speaking to you, that energy is wanting to do this. We have soulmating here, and then we have soul love on the bottom of the deck here. Okay? And then underneath that, we have the Vesica Pisces. And you can see it's the two circles creating the third circle. So, I mean, I was trying to avoid it, but this is definitely heavy. There's definitely twin flame energy coming through here. There's definitely twin flame union energy coming through here, which is really interesting. Yeah. But it's all kinds of whispers. It's like the whispers. It's not just the whispers of that, even though, oh God, that energy is just coming through, you guys. I don't know what else to say. But it's like the whispers of our own soul too. As we are healing, I feel as though some of the relationships and the soulmating that we've experienced lately has been healing that aspect of our divine feminine energy, right? That divine feminine energy has been strengthening. And we've been healing a lot. That's where some of that past life energy comes in. We've been healing a lot from past lives as well. We've been clearing up a lot of karma. We've been learning and growing in the ways that we needed to, and completing those cycles. And we've been falling more deeply. Like this soul love card is also about falling more deeply in love with our own soul, stepping more deeply into our own soul. And loving everyone from that place of completeness where we honor the light in them. We recognize, right, namaste, the light in me honors the light in you. And so loving people from a soul level, right? Loving people beyond appearances, beyond their humanness, on the level of their soul. I feel this is just that energy of... people whose souls are in love, right? I mean, I don't know how else to say it. I really don't. People whose souls are in love. And this is card number 33. Okay, I just looked down and saw that. And soulmating is card number 34. That's interesting. So, but yeah. People, like... Our humans get in the way, right? But our souls knew each other. Our souls have always known each other, right? And those souls have loved each other so very, very much. It's just the human that gets in the way. So it's kind of like the human is being moved out of the way, right? So that the souls can see and experience the truth of each other. Like all of that human stuff is being removed, and people are able to see each other truly and fully for who it is that they are. That's really gorgeous. I love that. Any final energy here? Insight. There we go. Yeah, interesting how these cards are coming out. We have the 12 and the 13 here. Yeah. This is like those deeper levels of spiritual insight coming out here, right? This is that activation, right? If you had to take a picture draw a picture of what an energetic activation looked like, that would probably be it. So we can see it's like the activation of, I'm feeling like the activation, even though this is the 1111 portal, not the 1212 portal, I'm feeling like the activation of the 12 chakra system. Like you can see, I mean, these chakras go up way above the crown here, right? And so, yeah, the activation of the 12 chakra system, I feel, is coming through very strongly. And just an incredible, a much deeper level of insight and understanding. This is that awakening energy, right? And it's funny how I put insight right on top of whispers. So it's like that knowledge, that knowing that has been whispering to you, you are going to achieve a deeper level of insight surrounding whatever it is that means. Yeah, and then I'm also just noticing, I mean, we have 2 hearts here, but you can see all the light emanating from the heart. So it's like the 12 chakra system activation or upgrade to the 12 chakra system. And then this also intensely powerful heart upgrade as well that we are receiving. So I love that. All right, let's see what other energy we can get here. We're going to do, all right, a Beyond Lemuria card. Clear. Yeah. Sorry guys, I've been trying really hard to get away from the twin flame energy and all of that. So I was really, you probably picked up on my resistance to read the cards that way and me really trying to move the reading in a different direction. But it was like, I was starting to tap into other things and they just weren't letting me. They're like, yeah, we're not going on that trajectory now. Just read the cards the way they're coming out. Just read the message that's here. And it's, I have to surrender, right? I don't get to choose what the message is. So just bear with me. We all have our own internal struggles, our own insights that we're working with, and Oh, this is incredible. So we have the crown chakra, the unlimited self. And that's coming out with the portal keeper. Right? You can't make this shit up. So, and then what do we have on the bottom here? But we got another heart with the it's like those, whatever they call those lines, like when you're hooked up to the machine in the hospital that show that you're alive, right? So the awakening of the heart center, I'm feeling from that again. But this is oh, these cards are amazing. The unlimited self, really tapping into that higher self energy, right? That crown chakra and above, right? So we have our 12 chakra system. We have 1 chakra below. We have the earth star below the root, right? Below the feet. And then we have the rest of the chakras going up above the crown chakra that connect us to higher and higher vibrational energy. Essentially would be the shortest way to put that, right? And so that crown chakra really opening so that those higher chakras can be activated, right? It's like, really actually what I'm feeling it as is this activation is going to be so powerful that it starts, right? Because all of this light has to come in from our highest chakras. It starts way up high, right? And it comes down through all of the upper chakras, down through the crown. And as it comes down through these chakras, it activates these chakras. I'm seeing it like light bulbs popping, like boom, 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 boom. So that's really cool. And just the incredible spiritual connection that we can gain when we are that deeply connected on those levels in those higher chakras. And that I want to see what the portal keeper has to say. I've never seen this card before. It's really interesting. Says, unique gateways to mystical experiences, psychic ability, raising your vibration, expanded consciousness, the Akashic records, past life ties, exploring the edges of reality for significant messages, seen between the lines, and multi-dimensional awareness. As we become more sensitive and aware, we are more receptive to mystical experience. We can realize there are overlaying realities that seem just as real, if not more vibrant and profound than the familiar everyday one. There is a theory that space and time are constructs that allow the human minds to grasp sequences in chronological order and enable us to orientate and move forward through reality. In their current evolution, humans are only using a small portion of their brain capacity. If we unlock our mind's potential, what would we fathom that we can't now? There is information out there that isn't real to us until we glimpse it with our senses. And that's part of what, as we have this crown chakra, this heart and this crown chakra awakening, right? The crown chakra and the higher chakras activate and awaken. And the heart naturally needs to have another upgrade in order to be able to facilitate the flow of that energy, right? Because our heart chakra is what connects our lower chakras to our upper chakras. It is the bridge, right? And so that naturally gets another upgrade, another expansion, another opening to facilitate the movement and the integration of these energies and the expression of these energies, right? The beings of Lemuria evolved with a different kind of intelligence. They were skilled at harnessing energy from natural and abundant forces such as crystals, the heart of the earth, and the moon. They could share complex information without words. The Lemurians operated in multiple realms at will and could disappear from human perception. Technically, they were in the same location, but in an overlaying reality, a parallel dimension, which could be very different. Ooh, yes. Psychically advanced people can become discarnate souls, elementals in nature, and spirit guides. They can also see information in energy fields. These perceptions, clairvoyance, clairsentience, and clairaudience, are still connected to this reality, but are examples of what can happen when we raise our consciousness or train ourselves to the subtleties of what is happening around us. In essence, we share our physical location with overlaying beings and energies and can raise or lower our vibration to match and enter their realms of reality. This is what we are remembering how to do right now, right? We entrain ourselves to their vibration and we can enter their realm or reality. Two people in an identical environment can have different experiences. One may thrive and enjoy the opportunities of the moment. The other may see only the negatives in the situation. Here is the separation, the choice between fear and love, right? The two realities that we are moving into, the two separate timelines, the two separate earths that we are moving into. This portal is going to be one of the key factors in initiating which timeline it is that we are moving into. Remember, our thoughts are so powerful during this time and they are rapidly manifesting our reality. These micro realms may look very similar, but the way we feel, the reflections we see in others, and the way circumstances unfold are aligned with our vibration. And we can see this happening already right now. If you look at everything that's been going on in the world, and you can see, or I have noticed how it seems throughout 2020, people have either been thriving like they never have before, or they have been in the darkest, most painful place of their life. And they're experiencing the same outward reality, right? Yet their experiences of that reality are completely different because the vibration is different, because the thoughts and the beliefs are different. The interpretation and the experience of reality is different. This is so key to understand as we move forward, right? We hold all the power within ourselves to determine what our experience is going to be. And this portal is a huge reminder of that, as well as a key factor that is going to show us where we stand on that continuum so that we can then make the conscious choice of whether we want to remain there or whether we want to move into a different experience of reality, right? Let's see. It's great to be conscious of our energy and the ways we can optimize our experience of life. Like attracts like. It is important to keep this in mind if you are considering traversing deeper realms, as it is an endless rabbit hole. Set your energy field to the highest good and ensure your intention is primed for the places you wish to journey to. And this is key. We talk about this all the time. Traversing other realms is an innate ability that we all have. Young children have this skill intact as they are not yet convinced that it is not real. Animals, especially cats, also have this awareness, which would be why we see the cat here. People who experience hallucinations may be perceiving multiple layers of information simultaneously. In the West, this may be considered a symptom of diminished mental health. In other cultures, this openness could be the mark of a shaman or seer and considered a powerful gift. The Akashic paradigm combines multidimensionality with the idea that everything is happening simultaneously. Thus, every moment that has ever been and ever will be is occurring at this moment. We exist in an eternal now, right? By changing our vibration, we can access an ocean of collective consciousness, and this highlights the significance of portals. By changing our vibration, we can access an ocean of collective consciousness, and this highlights the significance of portals. Portals are gateways to other layers of reality. They can be accessed through meditation and inner practices or externally in places such as the planet's vortexes. These places are usually sacred to those who are sensitive to energies and work closely with the earth. Often where key ley lines connect, portals are places where the veil is thin and unexplainable phenomena can occur. And so we'll go, let's see. So the divinatory meaning of this card is gently explore the edges of your reality. Spend time in the forest to listen, deepen your meditation practice, dance yourself into ecstasy, explore psychic tools, and study new healing modalities. Magic exists wherever you care to find it. Look between the lines to limitless discovery. So that is perfect, really. I can't think of any better way to close this reading except maybe a Work Your Light card. Clear. Any final words from the Work Your Light deck? Any final words from the Work Your Light deck? Birthing a new age, right, which is the New Earth card. Birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. That is what we have the power. We always have the power to do, and that power is magnified. So think about that new world. What is that new world that you are wishing to create? What does that look like? What does that feel like? What does that smell like? Right? Utilize all of your senses. Really visualize that. Project that energy. Move into that vibration. Right? And share your voice. Come out of the cave. Persecution expression. Don't be afraid to shine your light. Don't be afraid to speak your truth, right? This is a huge part of what this new age that we're birthing is all about, is us being able to stand in our authenticity and to share what it is that we came here to share ourselves and our own personal light with the world, right? Yes, so that is an integral piece of this, is speaking. Like, it's not all about just meditating, right? Meditating and setting intention. It's also about living that and being that, right? Don't wait for the outer reality to catch up. You can live as if we are in this new earth already, because really we are. It's just us shifting our consciousness to the point where we're able to perceive that. Just like this card said, us getting into matching the frequency and the vibration of that energy, right? There are those of us already living in the new earth, or who are moving back and forth because it's all in the mind, right? It's in the vibration, it's in the consciousness. And so live as if you are and you will be. There is no other way. And continue to share your voice. Continue to speak up. Continue to speak the truth that's in your heart. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity, right? The Pleiadians had to come through. They had to let us know that I did invite them to join in this video today. So thanks, guys. I feel like this is also just confirmation of them that they are here and that this is happening. And this is... uplifting humanity, right? These cards are so beautiful. Be the light, right? That message of be the light, hold the vision, hold the light, right? That is our mission. We are here to be these vessels through which this new earth is born, right? We are here to uplift, and that doesn't mean you have to be happy all the time. Be exactly where you're at, but just know, right, that that's what we came here to do. We can choose joy in any moment. We can choose freedom in any moment. We can choose love in any moment. And if we choose something different, we can choose again in the very next moment, right? We get to make that choice. We can look at our pain as a gift and embrace it and understand it and feed it that love, right? And transmute it, or we can get stuck in it. That is our choice. But that is a choice. Yeah. And then underneath that, we have It's All Coming Together, Intuitive Hits, Soul Tribe. So, right, that's that soul tribe energy, that soulmate energy coming in again, and just knowing that it is all coming together as we match that vibration, right? Those of a like vibration are attracted to us. And such beautiful energy. And then under that, we have the Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? Be that change. Be that voice. And Soul Family, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Oh my God. I could keep going and going, but I don't feel that it's really necessary right now. I feel that we got all that we needed to get. I love you guys. I appreciate you so much. If you liked this video, hit that like button. It helps to get these videos out to more people. It helps to support the channel. There are links below to donate if you feel moved to donate to my channel. That is so very appreciated. It helps to support all the free content that I love making for you guys. It helps to cement in this new earth energy and vibration, right? Drop a comment. Let me know if this video resonated. Let me know how you're feeling about the 1111 portal and the build up to these energies. There will be videos coming out on the final Jupiter-Pluto conjunction as well as the new moon, so stay tuned for those. I love you. I appreciate you. You are so very, very beautiful. Be the light. Hold the vision, right? Until we meet again.